Okay, so in our last video, we looked at the learning objectives of this course. So now uh we've looked at the things we are going to learn in this course, and then we'll be moving to what is color theory. So the first one is to understand color theory. So we are going to move into what is color theory. Now, before we move into color theory, a lot of people don't understand what uh color is. And if you ask a lot of people, even designers, and ask them what is color, they might not even be able to tell you. All right. So it's not here, but I will say it. So if you are with pen or maybe on your phone, you can just jot it down. So color, color. You know, when the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, when you hear of color, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? All right. But I'll define color so that you can take note of it before we move into color theory. Color. What is color? Color is the visual perception. All right. Visual perception is talking about what you perceive, like what you can see with your eyes. It's the visual perception produced, all right, when light of different wavelengths reaches our eyes and is being interpreted by our brain. Let me come again. Color is the visual perception produced, all right, when light of different wavelengths reaches our eyes and is being interpreted by our brain. All right, so for many of those, if you're a science student, maybe you are doing physics, or you're familiar with wavelengths, familiar with light. All right, so just let me just break it down for you to understand. All right. So color is visual perception. It's talking about what you see, what you can perceive with your eye, what you can like see, what you can identify with your eye. Yes, that's the word. What you can identify with your eyes. All right. When light of different wavelengths. All right. Light comes in many colors. There are many colors. All right. So when it reaches our eyes and is being interpreted by our brain. For example, now if you see uh the color green, once you look at it, you already know that's color green. But if you cannot see it, even though you use your hand to like maybe touch, maybe if it's a paint of a color, when you use your hand to touch it, you cannot still be able to tell if it is color green or color white or color black. But when you see it, when you use your eyes to see it, you will know. All right, because you've you understand how the color looks and your brain has picked it. So when you see it, yes, you get, is this color, is this color, is this color, is this color, this is the color. Yes. So color is that thing that it cannot be interpreted until it is visually perceived or percepted. So that is color. So you have to see it to identify. So that is color. So we'll be able to establish what color is. So what is color theory now? Color theory is the study of how colors interact and influence design. All right. So color theory is just talking about the study, all right, of how colors interact. All right. So how colors relate to design, how colors influence design, how color affect design, right? So that's what color theory is talking about. So we're going to be looking at color theory. So that's just color theory, study of how colors interact and influence design. So how does colors relate to design? All right. So how is color important to design? All right. So what are the things eh, that about color when it comes to design? All right. So that's what color theory is about. So this is color theory. So in the next video, we'll be looking at the color wheel. All right, we're looking at the color wheel. So see you in the next video.